Hey there, I'm Chris Bakke, the co-creator of the virtual playtesting Discord group. We playtest board games in this virtual space, and our playtesting and live events are free for anyone to attend. If you're watching this, thanks for joining us. You're probably wondering how it works here. You've already found the Discord group, so there are two other things to find, our code of conduct and the spreadsheet. So, our code of conduct is the set of rules for this group, and the link to read it is in the description of this video. Everyone in this group is expected to follow these guidelines, but it basically boils down to four things. Be kind to other people, be honest with your feedback, give at least as much time as you get from others, and then register your game and log info in the spreadsheet. Speaking of the spreadsheet is where designers will register the game they'd like to playtest. Each day gets a separate tab in the spreadsheet, and be sure to add your game to the correct day. Fill in the information requested along the top here in an empty row, and avoid editing or overwriting another person's row. Once the day's events are over, we'll lock the spreadsheet to prevent accidental editing. As a group, we run 2 playtesting sessions on Monday and 2 on Thursday. Event number 1 starts at 6 p.m. UK time / 1 p.m. Eastern / 10 a.m. Pacific. Event number 2 starts at 6 p.m. Eastern / 5 p.m. Central / 4 p.m. Mountain / 3 p.m. Pacific. Anyone around the world can join either event, but the first event tends to have more people on European time zones, and the second event tends to have more people on North American time zones. Drop in when you're free and leave whenever you need to, but again, try to give at least as much time as you get from other people. When you're ready to play, open Discord and enter the lobby voice channel. That's this thing right here. You'll also want to open the spreadsheet to today's tab. You'll click the I'm Here button in column A of your row. New games start when there are enough players in the lobby. The hosts, but really anyone, will organize games according to the highest row in the spreadsheet where the designer is present in the lobby voice channel. When a game is on deck or about to start, you'll see the row turn blue. If that's your game, you'll be asked to give a little pitch about your game. Everyone else will usually have a choice on which games they want to playtest, so tell them what to expect. Before starting your game, click the Started button in column C to turn the row yellow. This shows everyone that the game is in progress, and then when you come back to the lobby, click the Finish button to show that the game has been played. There's also a built-in timer. If you scroll all the way to the right, you can see the time it started, the time it stopped, and how long the game took. So this helps us track how long games are taking. To play a game, listen to the pitches or read the descriptions, then pick a game that sounds interesting. Type in your name in one of the player columns, just scroll right here, and then listen for which table to go to. To sign up for a game, just type your name into one of the player columns and hit enter. All done. Please don't sign up for games that are not about to start. For the Tabletop Simulator, the server name should be #VPT, and the password should be your first name, all lowercase. If you're playing in Tabletopia or ScreenTop.gg, share the room code or link somewhere in the spreadsheet, probably here in column K. If you playtest other people's games but don't get to your own game, don't panic. The day after each event, one of the hosts will automatically move games where the designer playtested other people's stuff, but they did not get to their own. They go to the top of the list for the next event. If you prefer a different day, just PM me on Discord. Okay, so that's basically all of the rules. Let's call these next 5 things the pro tips or the best practices for running events smoothly in this environment. Number 1, be present both physically and mentally. Pay attention during the rules explanation, take notes if you like, and otherwise stay focused on the game you're playtesting. If there's something that would distract you during gameplay, turn it off or block it out if possible. Number 2, it really helps to use headphones, earbuds, or a headset with a microphone that's close to your mouth. Avoid using the microphone built into your computer since it can cause an echo or background noise. Background noise makes it harder for everyone to understand what's being said. Close the door, ask the noisemakers to quiet down, or just use the mute button as necessary. If you decide to munch on something, for example, mute yourself so it doesn't distract other players. Number 3, remember to speak slower and clearer than you might in the real world. We have awesome members across several time zones, but not all of them have English as a first language. There might also be technical issues that get in the way of understanding, so speaking slower and clearer helps everyone understand what you're saying. Number 4, let's talk tech for a second. Internet issues can happen to anyone at any time, but it helps to close out of other programs or services that might be using bandwidth. If you can connect your computer to a wired connection, it's usually more stable than being on Wi-Fi alone. Also, Tabletop Simulator and most other game-playing programs are best run on a computer, not a tablet or a smartphone. You might choose to run Discord on another device, but be part of a main gameplay on a computer for the best experience. Finally, number 5, be conscious of time. As a rule of thumb, playing a game in this virtual environment takes about twice as long as it would in the real world. If it's your game on the table, try to keep the game moving, and otherwise be conscious of how much time things take. One easy way to do this is to put a digital clock on your table and set it up to count up for an in-game visual reminder. If you're a playtester and have already given your feedback, you're free to return to the lobby, stick around and continue the chat, or log off. Do not feel like you have to stay the entire feedback time. One final note, in Discord, be sure to set your Discord username or nickname to your real name. This can be your first or your first and last, and your chosen pronouns, they, them, she, her, he, him, etc. This helps everyone remember there's an awesome human being on the other end of the screen and tells us how they prefer to be addressed. To change your nickname, click the person icon in the upper right corner to show the members. Find your name, right-click on it, and then click Change Nickname. Change your name, then click the blue Save button. Okay, so I threw a lot of info at you. Feel free to rewind and listen to any part of this video again, or check out the How It Works channel for a text version of this little speech. Thanks for listening, and looking forward to seeing you in the next virtual playtesting group.